January 2009, we fired ourselves from self-producing and self-recording our new album. It was the only way to keep us from going insane and breaking up. About a month later, Chris Walla wrote us an email saying he wanted to record our new album, which we thought was a really good idea. But we only had one new song, so we spent the whole summer practicing at Will's house. Actually, we did a few other things. In June, we recorded a song about our local minor league baseball team, the Springfield Cardinals. In July, we got asked to play the first day charter barnstorming tour in some old barns in Iowa. In August, we got to play a show with Free Energy, and I even taught my dog Loretta how to drive a stick shift. Finally, in September, we drove to Madison, Wisconsin to record at Smart Studios with Chris and Bo Sorensen. To save money and feel like we were staying at a band camp, we slept on Bo's floor, except for Chris. He slept in a tent in Bo's backyard. Will was diagnosed with mono a week before we recorded, so we quarantined him when he wasn't in the studio and made him drink out of the same cup for 2 months. One time, he passed out in the hallway and told me not to tell anyone. He probably almost died, but don't worry, he's better now. Anyway, we recorded this album much differently than Broom and Pershing. Each song was recorded live, and we usually tracked one a day. With Broom and Pershing, we usually tracked one a month. Chris and Bo helped us work much faster. Plus, we didn't have to worry about Will's neighbors calling the cops. One afternoon, I preheated the studio's oven to 400 degrees, not realizing that someone was using it to store thousands of pretzels. After 3 weeks of tracking in Madison, we went home to rest for a few days and to practice parallel parking with Loretta. Then we flew out to Portland to work on overdubs at Chris's home studio. There we are, outside the airport, almost missing our flight. Recording at Chris's house felt a lot more like recording Broom and Pershing. We recorded everything in a bedroom with really small amps. Just like in Madison, we stayed at our friend's house, slept on his floor, and rode our bikes to the studio every day. Except Will still had mono, so he took the bus everywhere. He said it was his favorite part of recording the album. We didn't quite finish recording the overdubs in Portland with Chris, so we finished the rest in Springfield. We did a lot of stuff at Nick Sibley's studio, Jonathan's new studio, and in a backwards move, my basement with my 4-track. In 2010, we celebrated the 10-year anniversary of Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. And by celebrating, I mean I sent Will a text message in the middle of the night. It's kind of depressing that it took us 10 years to release 3 albums, just an hour and a half of music. I think we have a tendency to overthink ourselves and avoid each other weeks at a time after long tours. There are a few times that we just lost the plot. But something happened last year. It started last summer when we were practicing in Will's room, when Loretta was learning how to use the clutch, when Will first contracted mono, when our old van took us to Madison one more time before breaking down forever, when we tracked our first song at Smart, when we almost missed our flight. It was happening the whole time and nothing could stop us. Everything came together, just like the end of Home Alone, when Kevin rigs up his whole house and the burglar's about to come in and he says, "This is it, don't get scared now, let it sway."